All right, friends, welcome. We are playing some Standard. We're prepping for the Pro Tour. Pro Tour's coming up really soon. And our first results are in for new Standard with Aetherdrift. Large tournament in Japan. It was the Japanese Standard Cup or something like that. 500 players. And our first deck was with the new set, obviously. And Boros Convoke was a deck we played against a lot in early access. Kind of like one of the obvious like level 0 decks where Convoke got a few new cards, most notably Nesting Bot, which is an awesome 1-drop. It obviously is very good Demolition and allows the deck to remove blue, which makes the mana base infinitely better, and also gets access to the Verge for better mana too as well, which is great. And we see that here. Honestly, this player came in 42nd place, which sounds like not that good, but it's out of 500 players. And one win or loss here or there. This is a top 16 or whatever. So deck looks pretty sweet, honestly. Nothing too crazy here. Important to note that I like the addition of Warrior's Call here. Not a card often seen in most Convoke decks these days, but when you're playing 2 colors, you get the benefit of playing 4 Mirrex in your deck, which is really good against the slower decks like Domain and stuff. And then Mirrex plus Warrior's Call is a really good engine where you just keep ping for 1, make it 2/2, ping for 1. So it's really cool. So cool, streamlined, looks pretty awesome, and we're gonna give it a spin and see how it goes. And let's get right to it. Brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard, obviously, I'll be using all their gear at the Pro Tour in a week and a half, 2 weeks. And on Sunday, assuming on top 8 the Pro Tour, which is probably a safe assumption, I'll be at the Ultimate Guard booth doing a meet and beat from noon to 2, I believe. Time is possibly tentative, but should be a lot of fun. And why Ultimate Guard's so awesome, honestly. They do awesome events. Their booths at events are awesome, community events or whatever. Great company, great products, but also really good for the community as well, which is awesome. So check them out, Ultimate Guard. The refined Ultimate Guard products are sold near you. Also, I'll see you at the Magic Chicago. I'll see you at the Pro Tour. Chat coming out with me, and let's go.
Green means go.
And our hand's a little chunky. Vandals is obviously a good card. We're gonna keep. I mean, 1-drop, basically any 1-mana spell makes the hand pretty good, but starter engines, we're currently lacking a 2-drop. I mean, if they have like Lana Elves or whatever on turn, we just kill it. So I think it stands especially good on the play, because we can kill like a Lana or Elf or Heartfire Hero or whatever, but they don't play when they play Portico, and we have Nesting Bot. So, alright. One card this deck is not playing is Painter Studio, a card I'm a huge fan of. I like that card a lot. So, all right. So we draw Demolition. Unfortunately, they have mana for Get Lost. So if I were to go to kill this Demolition, I guess they Get Lost isn't that bad. So we'll die for 1. I guess we're just gonna do it, right? Speed goes to 2. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. So go over the Demolition and see what happens.
Well, I know you had an affinity for it.
Now we do it. All right. So 4 tokens and say go. Unfortunately, we didn't have a Convoke guy there, but no lockdowns. Also awesome. Yeah, I mean, they ain't doing much, right? They only have 2 types in play. They can't even play a Binding either. They could have Get Lost. If they had it, they might have cast it in response to the Demolition, though. I think we just cast Warrior's Call. They could have Day of Judgment in their deck. A lot of these Domain decks are playing more Days because everyone's so aggressive. So, Warrior's Call, attack. Speed goes to 3. Speed doesn't do too much in this deck, obviously, but all right. So they have the data. That's fine. So we have Imidanes, Evangelists, and now we're just gonna start chipping away with the ping damage from Warrior's Call. So play Evangelist, token damage. Speed goes up. Unfortunately, again, not really using the speed in this deck, but so now we have 5 power in play, and that looks pretty good for us. What betting odds would I give if someone plays Goblins in the Pro Tour? 50-50. Like 1 person out of everyone at the whole Pro Tour plays it, you know? Like, I think it's like a certain... The Goblin deck seemed pretty cool, 10 new brews. You know, we'll definitely try it out, you know? But, all right, take a point. Here's the Imidanes. Gonna wear out the old Leroy button here, but... Get our Battle Cry, too. So I think we're all good here. We can pack us up to the next game, which is good.
The best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
So, obviously our opponent's draw wasn't great there, right? They kind of a stumbly draw. I mean, they got Wrath on turn 4, but didn't do much else. So, we're going to bring in what? Bring in Invasion of Gobakon and our Destroy Evils, probably. I would say that the cases are definitely going to go. Percussionist is bad against exile stuff. Evangelist is like good, but I kind of cut one of them for a forge. So make sure we have enough sticky threats around the sweepers. And then Gobacon's pretty cool too. Give it a spin. You know, if your opponent really wants to beat Convoke, they will. They mulligan again. We're going to mulligan with one lander. You know, if they have like, you know, 4 authority of the consoles, 4 lockdowns or whatever, 4 this, 4 that. So you mulligan into a pretty good edge. It sounds pretty nice. Double Vantage, Nesting Bot. You can see how nice the mana looks when you're playing 2 colors. Here's Lush Portico again. You're a Novice Inspector. So I think we can Inspector. Actually, I guess we want to start our speed. It's pretty 6 of what happened together, I feel like, but sure, let's do it.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
Alright, and Avatar. Play up the Beanstalk, sure. So I mean, we're gonna put a lot of power in play. And we have Imidanes now too. Yeah, I mean we're just gonna put it all in play, I think. If they have a lockdown, so be it. Should I go all the way here? Could have targeted the bot, but I think this is still fine. Speed goes to 2, so hopefully just no lockdown. Well, it wasn't a lockdown, of course, but that's okay. That being said, like, I think we just jam. Like, we're just gonna demolition and end step reinforcements and then Imidanes. This is a little weird. We're turning like 1 into 3. Not a question you ever had to ask yourself when you're playing Convoke. Is like, do I want to turn a 1/1 into a 3/3 typically, or a 1/1 into 3 1/1s? But it's a pod Jesus. Thanks to resub. So Shadow Backstreet. They're still at 18. Jeez, yeah, that was pretty backbreaking, honestly. I mean, we're gonna reinforcements and then cast Imidanes, which is a lot of damage. Not like a ton though. And the problem is we have no like real, you know, we don't have a Mirrex or Warrior's Call or anything else kind of going on here, which is kind of tough. This is a matchup where I love Painter Studio. I think Painter Studio is the stones. It's a way to add threats to the board without Mirrex is a good draw. All right, so yeah, I mean we're just in whatever. Like they could have Sunfall or Day Judgment, but this is still a pretty solid solid shot. They're gonna paw patch him, draw a card, make a food. Sure. What's up, leggings? All right. It's 13. Puts them down to 5. We are now at max speed.
So we've got a speed
Oh, Pyroclasm so good against us. They can cast it, and they get a migration. Just now they have a food and a migration. I think we're probably dead this game. They've got effectively 11 life. We draw Knight Errant, turn to getting Wrath. That's perfect. Had first Pyroclasm, yes. What about second Pyroclasm?
I still only counts as one.
I'm not sure where I put Painter Studio, honestly, so. Alright, so Overlord, make some tokens. I think we're going to game 3 here. With them at 11 life now. Mirrex is great, but we try the call, actually. Alright. I don't hate it. Attack for 2. And if the call can stay in play, I mean, the call plus Mirrex combo is, you know, a potent one. Obviously, they should have a single binding. It's all gone, but it's interesting they brought in Paw Patcher formation, actually. This card seems, I don't know, a little iffy. I don't know. Attack for 2. And we untap and draw a Warden of the Inner Sky. Can't play that and Mirrex. The problem is that they actually have a clock. The Overlord, I think we might have been okay. But max speed, but out of gas. Exactly. Up the Beanstalk, sure. Yeah, so alright, take some damage. My summon made a lot of damage. Now we're at 10. And end step, make a token, deal 1. Let me draw Imidane's Recruiter. It's actually, like, not bad. Alright, we're just gonna shove here, I think. Here's a Warden. Take 1. Here's a Knight Errant. Take one and get some 1-drops. We got a 2-drop. Wow, okay. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. Draw an untapped land now. We get to go reinforcements into Recruiter. That's lethal. So, I think they were dead to Imidanes. No, they weren't. Could have been an extra. Maybe you're right, actually. I mean, this they have nothing, I don't think. But all right, no blocks. Or we do block, actually. If they're so likely to cast a sweeper, let's block, actually. So they're dead anyway. So block, sweeper, there's Sunfall, sure. Maybe we could have gone for it last turn. I don't know. Seems so risky, but maybe we're just like that far behind. And we draw a land. We get to go reinforcements, 2 tokens, Imidanes to put them at 5. With a lot of lethal attackers too. All right, that turns their thing on. That sucks. Okay. Well, they have a 3/3 and a 6/6. We still get to dink in here a little bit. Yeah, sure. Let's play that, say go. Instep, Leyline, Binding. That's going to be the game. Yeah, our only path here is what we just call, so... Surprised they didn't just get rid of this on their turn, honestly. No. They're going to go for lethal here? This is insane. Like, absolutely insane.
Why won't you die?
Alright. Just, like, hit the Warrior's Call and don't die, right? Like, what are you doing over there? So they're going to go to 5. I get to reinforcements, nug them for 2. Make some blocks. Right, they have an Overlord. That still doesn't do it. Okay, go to 4. I mean, obviously they have a million cards, so we're probably dead anyway, but this is making this game a little more interesting than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. Alright, they have a Zur. That's fine. That'll do it. Alright, you got me. So, yeah, red tinted domain with Overlord. It's kind of weird, but alright. So, Pyroclasm is definitely a card. That is an annoying one, but I think that's just not going to change anything for us. So, it does make the Percussion a little more interesting, I guess. Because it, maybe we should have a Knight Errant. Knight Errant is kind of soft to Pyroclasm. Actually, it's soft to Sunfall. Because you get to, like, you just, like, shove and they cast a Wrath. This card's good against Pyroclasm. Alright, game 3, on the play. Our hand is... It's not great, but I think it's kind of fine. Warden Invasion. We can just act the invasion. Yeah, this is, like, not great, but we're going to make this roll. Alright, so they mulligan. Turn 1 Warden. A go, Gabba Gabba. Play a Forest and say go. Sure. So let's invade Gobakon. Yo, Gabba Gabba. So they have a Forest, Swamp, Island. They have a White Source. They have Binding and Migration. This is irrelevant, right? Like, obviously, if we hit this, they can't gain the life, but like Binding is still with full domain. It would cost 3. Binding, I think. Take the Binding. And then next turn, we're going to probably Imidanes. I guess for 2. Yeah, that works. So, I don't think it matters either way, honestly, but whatever, sure. Attack for 1. Their hand's pretty bad. We'll see how. So I'm sure they'll just go Beans into Overlord, into Sunfall, or whatever. But just gonna cycle, sure. Alright, so migrating. Where are they migrating to? Alright, migrating to Mirrex, it looks like. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we just flip this Gobakon. Not the best recruiter of all time, but pump it. We attack them, flip this. This now grows the team of squad, too. Having the light shield array in play is pretty cool. And if they have Pyroclasm or Day Judgment, this will counter it, so... I guess Pyroclasm is not relevant anymore, but... Alright, so they have Abzan Tron in play with the Khan's basics. Let's hear it for our opponent. Actual Abzan Tron, the Khan's Tarkir basics. Love it. So, we're just going to jam. Instead of making a Mirrex token, I think. Putting plenty of pressure on the board. No reason to play Warden yet. So Binding currently costs 5. If they were to play a island, they can play the Binding for 4, which is obviously okay. Alright, there's our hard cast Binding right now. So cast the Binding, targeting the Imidane's Recruiter. So we can sack the array to save the Recruiter, or just don't and leave it. I'm just gonna leave it in play. I think this is fine. Also, actually, now any way to destroy the Binding gives us a free Recruiter, which is kind of sick too. So, all right, so untap. Gleeful Demolition. I think I'm in for that. They can cast Sunfall, but we just go land, make a token, Demolition. And then pump this guy up, obviously. This is our flying counter, too, which is cool, I guess. Top card's Warden. Ship that. Oops. Let's get it for 5. You get the counters. And now if they have exactly Sunfall, we still have Warden and Mirrex going, so it's not that bad. That's got to be like Sunfall exactly. Oh, Zerg's pretty good, too. Alright. So Zur can animate the Leyline Binding. That's super not cool. This is a 6/6 Death Touch Lifelink Hexproof. Alright, I mean, sure. We draw another Plains. Okay. I mean, now it's funny because, like, if they cast a sweeper, it's, like, devastating for them, but I think we're just going to Leroy and Mirrex Warden. Pump the team. Also, the Warden will be large enough to kill the Binding now, so... Alright, so... They block the Mirrex token, it's fine. It's going to live and get pumped. Do I play the other Warden? Do I even bother playing it? I don't know if I do, honestly. Like... They're at 8. I'm making an instant Mirrex token. I guess I do. 2 cards. When they cast the Wrath, I get back Imidane's. And I also have instant Mirrex, which is pretty cool. And it has to be exactly Sunfall, too. Yeah, I should do this. I'm just almost gonna hold it. So let's hold it. End step, pump them all up.
No, that's a lot of damage.
They play a lot of Verges here. This is quite the mana base. They play a 2-mana Leyline Binding. If this tries to hit my Warden, it's got Death Touch too. We probably need to array here. They're at 8. And they have a 6/6 lifelink on defense. That's gross. Otherwise, they just get it for 6. We attack back for a lot also, but this is tough. Tough choice here. They have 3 cards in hand. Like, if they attack for 6, the array allows us to keep attacking back for like a lot more. And you can keep growing our team. I think this is fine, actually. We wore it out case. We have destroyables in our deck. Alright, that too. Well, can't attack yet, but yeah. Man, Zur's really good. Alright, sure. Make a token, untap. We just draw another land. I guess we have drawn like 8 or 9 lands this game. It's kind of ridiculous, but we're just dead, yeah. Well, I guess he's enough flying. But sure. I mean, land, Warden. This can't block anyway, so we're kind of just in. Well, we found the destroyable right on time. Right on time.
Somebody's playing a prank on
I'm gonna
me.
keep it, but so like 6, yeah. All right. We sack the array, force them to chump attack, or maybe. Yeah, punted. Overlord. Overlord. They're gaining 1,000 life here. We got Destroy Evil. Yeah, I think we're just super dead. Even if we put in the Imidanes, they have a life flanker. Yeah. We should get Zerd here, I think. I guess actually, hold on. We can make some blocks here. Like, a block and then sack the Light Shield. If we get back the Imidanes... Getting back Imidanes isn't even that good, though, because obviously it's not going to be on our turn. It's just basically a 2-2. Array's a weird card. They gain like infinite life here, but so now you draw Destroy Evil, but like now what? We're at 4. We're dead to the Overlord. It's got hexproof. If I kill Zur, they're at 30. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Yeah. All right. Destroy Evil a little bit earlier. Maybe we would have got that one, but yeah, maybe we could have found a better spot earlier too. I'm not sure, but that's fine. All right, game 2. Yes, we're planning on doing a pretty awesome video from the Pro Tour house. So it'll be all the usual Pro Tour content and more. This sounds great. We're gonna keep. We got the stones here. Turn 1, Seachrome Coast, Optimistic Scavenger. You got it. You draw a case. Cool. Yeah, Zur's pretty sick. Is Zur a card that like wasn't going to be legal? Or no, they knew they've known about the full rotation at this point now, right? Does a Pro Tour house smell better than a game store or event? I feel like those kind of comments are not conducive to Magic being better, making the Magic world a better place. You know, Magic players smell like it's not useful. You know. Nurturing Pixie. So, good draw. Thoughts on Portland? Not really. All right, so obviously a pretty good aggro draw for them. We get to do our thing too, though. So we're gonna Demolition and Knight Errant. Sure. Got a Pain, unfortunately. Take 1, go to 16, play a 4/4. Get our Convoke on. We see Warden, Inspector, Clockwork. Probably want the Warden and the Inspector, I would think. And we'd like to draw a land. We can go Case and a 1-drop next turn, or get another Knight Errant going. Knight Errant, obviously, well-sized against Nowhere to Run. Hopeless Nightmare. Totally fine. I think that the Reinforcement's the worst card in my hand. Discard that, take 2. And a talent. So, again, drawing land here I think is the best draw possible. Do you want to trade Knight Errant for this 2/2 Otter? I think we do, honestly. We're like the control deck here. We have so many cards in our hand, I think. So, yeah, we'll block here. Draw land. We drew the land! Love to see it. So let's go Novice Inspector into Case into Knight Errant. Let's kill the Pixie. And rock the Knight Errant. We are doing our thing. Unfortunately, find only 1 hit. It's a pretty good one, but we already have one of those, so it's not super exciting. Both the pre-order for tokens, 5 playing points for the open, we need 20. I'm not sure, Dark, honestly. Exactly. The playing points are for, like, the qualifier thingies. I'm not exactly sure. All right, we won. Sick. So, should be a good matchup for us, barring their sideboard cards. Obviously, they could have pest control, which is good against them, too, right? It's always weird this deck boarded pest control. It kills their entire board right now, you know? So, what do we want against them? Like, some torches, maybe? I think percussion is kind of... I think case on the draw is a little rough, too. Which might not kill what we want it to kill. And then, like, torch the towers. And destroy evil's meh. Forges, meh, I think. That's good. Just do this. Alright. Sweet. Obviously, post-board game's a little more difficult usually, but it's fine. Inspector into reinforcements. They mulligan. Cool. We got our new Verge here. Note that I absolutely abhor the fact that the main color is not on the left. Just a really, really poor design, I think. But what are you going to do?
You look terrible.
All right. So here's a Spiteful Hex Mage. They mulligan to 6 again. Demolition. Great. That's the stones. All right, ship it. Make a clue. Novice Spectre, blocking 1/1s all day. Sure. So Fear of Isolation, make a 3/2. I think that Hex Mage is like... It's like obviously good against like Domain the next unit clock. It's so mopey otherwise though in these decks. Like it's just a freaking... Like, they didn't get any value off this. They just like turn their card to an actual card, you know? Play a land. We're just going to Knight Errant here, right? Just going to go Demolition to Knight Errant, which is great. Good stuff. Do the Convoke thing. And got a nice 4/4 blocker. Only hit 1 card again? Man. So unlucky. What's going on over here?
No, you can't. Don't even try.
This is just the baseline design. Every red-white dual land always has red on the left. It's just like their convention they use. But like for Verges, like, because they're different than most other lands, like, it just shouldn't be like that. Because the white is, you know, never been a land like Verges before, you know? Right, which is Vanity, kill a creature. Whatever, that's great for us. We're killing it this game, folks. We got a land. We can Evangelist. Yeah, I'll get Evangelist here. Let's go land, play Evangelist, attack for 4. Maybe not in that order. Next turn we can reinforcements and case. We're killing it. Barring some sort of like, you know, sweeper or something like that. But again, like if they were to play a pest control here, they would kill their own food and their own Hex Mage. And like we still have our 2 best creatures. Yeah, I mean, case, reinforcement's great. I agree, the powers are very, very annoying. Alright, so they just don't do anything. I mean, just gonna fire up a case here, right? I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. Kill Fear of Isolation, given the option.
Now this is pod racing.
Get it. Yes, very similar to the ninja ability. So they're going to bounce the Evangelist. That's fine. Sure. So makes my attacks a little worse. Don't care. Just solve this case. We got a solved case. Getting in for 7 damage. We're playing a reinforcements end step. This game's over, folks. Like, if they had a superhero of some kind, you know? We just like reinforcements, end step, we get this thing's flipped. They're missing land drops too, but whatever. It happens. Happens to us too. Happens to everyone. That's what they say. Hopeless Nightmare. I think that was a card. That would be a card that would come out in this matchup, honestly. But sure, discard the Pain Land. Go to 13. Pixie. Yeah. Sure. This game is not really about cards in hand, you know? Thoughts of a new achievement system? Seems... I haven't looked at it super closely, but it seems cool. You know? Most games have one, so... do it again. Are you dead? 2, 4, 6, 8. They got a 1. 1 life point, huh? Alright, well... We go to 12. They're at 1. Do we just hold up our Mirrex? We just hold up Mirrex. I shouldn't have put that land. That was stupid. They have Helpless Nightmare in their hand. That was very dumb. Whatever. I don't think it matters, but... Yeah, they need to like beat the board and Nightmare and survive Mirrex and everything else. Not gonna happen. So yeah.
I'm a Luigi, number 1.
All right, on the play.
Still a piece of garbage.
The verges look nice, but we're gonna mulligan. That is much better. All right, infinitely better hand. Do we actually want to keep the Battlefield Forge? I think we do, because we do almost all of our 1-drops cost 1. So if we draw a second 1-drop, we're not be able to cast it. So, all right. I guess we'll start our engines first. Start. Oh, I put the wrong land. No.
Whoops, whoopsie.
What do you want from me, all right? Take a pain. I don't care. I'll play on hard mode. I ain't scared. Talent. All right. Draw Mirrex. We could case here, but I don't think we want to. Yeah, just attack. All right. 2 speed.
You don't need to think, you need to drive. You need speed.
Ship it. Yeah, I think that, like, I guess cosmetics, like I just would never buy a cosmetic for the most part, you know, but, like, if you get one, cool, I guess. So, like, it's kind of cool for that crowd, I suppose. Any Magic content like 30 for 30, deep dives and metagames? Not really. Sure, let me bounce this thing. That's fine. Just as I go. This is a Dimir bounce, not Esper. We're gonna be making a really, really cool video for the Pro Tour. Me and Cassidy have been working on it. It's being set up. If you missed it, if you missed the last Pro Tour video we made, it was really, really awesome, but it was definitely pretty rudimentary. So definitely our first attempt. If you missed this video here, like testing house stuff was really fun. It's gonna be like this times 100. That's the plan. So, gotta be cool. Had a meeting yesterday on it. Very, very excited about it. Here's Siren. East Spyglass Siren. So look for that after the Pro Tour. Probably gonna come out like go up this Saturday after the Pro Tour. So 1 week later. All right. So here's talent. They got a bunch of poopers here. They need a land. That's pretty good for us. I think sizing is very important here. I mean, not actually. So you have double case if you want it. Yeah, I think we should do that, right? Just like kill our stuff and attack. Would I rather call Spyglass Siren or an Otter? I care more about solving the case than I do about the actual creature we're killing. Otter can attack for more. Siren... A 2/2... Yeah, once we solve the case, it's not going to matter. I can kill an Otter. Send it! So Battle Cry and solve the cases. Kaido is not very good on this board. So... That's a valid concern. They're not going to block anything? Oh my god. Wow, so you have double case solved and Mirrex. Maybe I should kill this. So if they Kaido here, what happens, right? They go... Kaido, attack, land, replay Siren. We should have 4 awesome attackers in play. So, like, curiosity. That is... Are they just dead? Right? 4, 8, 12. Alright. Maybe they'll just die. They died like they lived, just drawing cards. Okay. Sure. We're going to bring in... So, Dimir bounce. We're going to bring in our Torch Towers. I think Forge interesting here. It's Forge bad against this. Bounce it, right? That's terrible. Percussionist is... Case is also a little sketchy, too. Percussionist is just like a bad card. This is fine. Let's do this. Pretty happy with this, I think. Remember, folks, you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Support the content, all right? If you like what I'm doing here, want to see more of it, want to see me succeed, that's how you make it happen, all right? Hand's okay. It's not great, but that sort of makes it worse. What are the considerations to play 2, 3, or 4 of a card in the deck? The heuristic is basically 4 is a card you always want to draw. 3 is a card you want to draw 1 of during the game, and 2 is a card you don't want to draw more than 1 of. That is typically the heuristic, although obviously that is very, very rudimentary. All right, so they're going to bounce us for sure, so we're definitely on a light resource game here. Wall F! Spent a lot of time on Earth trying to clean up garbage. And nothing fun ever happened to Wall F. He just cleaned up garbage until his battery ran out. It's a sad story. Wall F. Very, very sad. Then he ended up on Drift somehow, whatever. Yeah, there you go. All right, so clearly they got things going on here which we don't like. We're going to play a land and attack. They might want to just do the thing here. Honestly, if they have, like, the Drowner here, this is fine. We have reinforcements, so... Yeah, we're going to reinforcements here. Wall F. So, reinforcements. Reinforcements have arrived. No Kaido for you, friend. They're going to cast Nowhere to Run, and they're going to keep their Drowner alive. Sure. We draw a land that can cast our spells, which is awesome. I'm pretty happy to kill the Drowner now. Sure. We got Torch Tower for the next threat. Keep him off the board. Get him for 1. Solve our case maybe next turn. Speed go up.
You don't need to think, you need to drive. You need speed.
We draw a Verge. Okay. I mean, combat. We're going to attack. They just have nothing? So obviously they have Curiosity of Torch. I guess we would sack our nesting bot. I don't know, they wouldn't try and block with Curiosity though, so like, I don't know what's going on here. Our opponent's like not doing a lot. Alright, sack Hopeless Nightmare, sure. That's fine. Just don't have anything, you know, it just doesn't just not doing anything. I don't know.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Just a bad draw. I mean, like, how bad can your hand be without mulliganing, you know? I guess they mulligan this game, right? I think, maybe? I don't remember. I don't remember. Sorry, John. I don't remember. Nowhere to run, sure. I do like the Mirrex in this deck a lot. Obviously, Jessica can't play Mirrex, but, like, playing 4 Mirrex in this deck is pretty sweet. Mirrex is excellent in this deck, but the 3-color mana base just couldn't handle it, obviously. Oh my god.
That is huge.
Alright. I think we're going to actually train troops here, though. Yeah. I mean, what are we scared of, right? How do we lose this game? Do they have a Malicious Eclipse? Maybe we just make a Mirrex token and say go. We're already winning. Like... Yeah, Gix's Command, Malicious Eclipse. Like, why? I think... Yeah. God, dog, so smart!
Poor, predictable Bart. Always takes wrong.
So good looking. You know? Never getting burned. Except for the times that I do get burned. Which happens occasionally. But... And again, Mirrex is just so good in this deck, you know? Like... So, there's your Mirrex token. Untap. Draw land. Now do we train troops is the question. Because we can make 1... I think we do now. Attack. So now if they cast an Eclipse, like, whatever, I think it's fine. We still have the Immodanes. Let's train those troops. Show them how it's done. It's different than last turn because our board is not nearly as good as it was. Before we had 3 guys, now we only have 1. So it's pretty different than last turn. And also that now that they're down 1 Eclipse too, they might only have 1 or 2 Eclipse in their entire sideboard. So like I think it's actually very different than last turn, even though it looks similar. But all right, well, okay. I mean, we have lethal in play. Whatever. Sure. I think we're probably good either way here, you know? Like, all right.
Increase speed full throttle.
We're going. No tappy thing either? What do you got here, friend? This town ain't big enough. So they're going to bounce the nowhere to run and a 4-2. Sure. This kills 2 things and they go to 1 life point. Being at 1 with some Mirrex in play is certainly not a great place to be, so. The sideboard, Pest Control or Lockdown and Pixie can both pick up popularity again. I think both are like pretty awkward because obviously the Pixie deck, like, it just kills all your stuff. So like, it's like kind of rough. I don't know. But yeah, their draw was pretty bad that game. But listen, we'll take it. What are you gonna do? You know.
Well, we're moving on now.
All right, so 2-1. Our last opponent drew pretty poorly, but interesting that the Zur deck kind of beat the crap out of us, which is a little scary. The Zur deck seems good, honestly. Like with Dimir moving away from being actual Dimir and just being more of the bounce deck, which like completely flops the matchup against the big mana beans decks. Big mana beans decks are pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of scary, but deck seems great, honestly. I think that cutting the Spyglass Siren for Nesting Bot is just upgrade. I think Bot's just a better card. And then I think the loss for not playing blue is honestly kind of the counterspells on the board. But I think that being able to play 4 Mirrex does a lot of what you want the counterspells to do, right? Be good against sweepers, be good against grindy decks, so like in those spots where you just have like, all right, I just have a flipped case and a War Witch's Call in play. I was making a 3-2 every turn that pings you for 1. That's a pretty sick late game, so kind of cool. So this feels like the level 0 deck to come out of a set. It just like, you know, already a proven commodity, get some good upgrades, seems good. Definitely expect this deck to be a thing at the Pro Tour. I would probably not want to play this deck because it is kind of like a level 0 deck, but yeah, deck's great. And then as far as Mirrex over Fountain Port, Mirrex making a colored mana of a turn you play is important. And like, this is an aggressive deck. Like trying to draw cards with Fountain Port is not going to be a thing. I think you just want to have the more aggressive token and the mana fixing too. So there you go. More to go on stream. You do folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. You're all great. Peace.